There are times when life doesn't go according to plan, and this video is for those moments. Maybe you've done all the right things, said the right words, stayed faithful, hopeful, open-hearted, and still something fell apart. A relationship ended. An opportunity vanished. The timing collapsed. And in the silence that follows, your heart whispers, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" I want you to know this. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being pushed away. You are being gently redirected towards something more aligned with your highest good. Life isn't against you, darling. Life is always on your side. You see, the human mind often interprets delay as denial, but the soul understands something deeper, that divine timing doesn't follow our calendar, and divine purpose doesn't follow our ego's checklist. Things not working out is not a sign that something's wrong with you. It's often the clearest sign that something is being reshaped for you beyond your current awareness. Let me say it softly. Nothing in your life is random. Nothing that happens to you is without meaning. Everything that comes, every change, every redirection, it comes with a message. The universe is not silent. It is always speaking. But it doesn't always speak in language. Sometimes it speaks in closure. Sometimes it speaks in detours. Sometimes it speaks by ending what you thought would last forever. So when something breaks, pause. Don't rush to fix it. Don't rush to blame yourself. Don't label it a mistake. Just sit with it. Breathe into the unknown. Ask yourself, what if this is not happening to me, but for me? You may not see the answer right away. That's okay. Answers come after softness. They come in stillness. They come when we stop arguing with life and start listening to it. You are not being left behind. You are being held back to be launched forward with greater precision. Take a moment with me. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart and say gently, I trust the timing of my life. I am safe in the flow. Life is not late. I am not behind. Everything is unfolding just as it should. Say it again. Let it settle. I trust the timing of my life. I am safe in the flow. You are exactly where you need to be. Right here, right now. You are not being punished. You are being guided. You are not broken. You are being reformed into something wiser, softer, stronger. So breathe and allow yourself to trust the process. All is well in your life. All is well. Let's talk about what I call divine redirection. You know those moments when something you really wanted just didn't happen? You applied, you reached, you loved, you tried, and still it didn't come through. You might have called it rejection, but maybe it wasn't rejection at all. Maybe it was protection. Maybe the universe, in its infinite wisdom, said, not here, not this, keep going. Sometimes we only see the sparkle of a situation, but the universe sees the sharp edges we're not yet aware of. It sees beyond the curtain, and it gently or not so gently closes the door for us. Not out of cruelty, but out of care. Darling, not every room is meant for your light. Some spaces would only dim it. Some people would only use it. Some timelines would only drain it. So when something ends unexpectedly, Instead of falling into despair, what if you whispered this? Thank you, life, for removing what was not right for me, even if I thought it was. We don't always get what we want, but we always get what we need to grow. Sometimes that growth comes through closed doors, missed calls, unanswered prayers. And in time, sometimes months, sometimes years, we look back and say, I didn't understand it then, but now I see that wasn't the path. That wasn't my home. Trust this. Divine redirection is not punishment. It's precision. It's grace in motion. And the more you surrender to it, the faster peace finds you. Not every delay is a setback. Sometimes it's a setup for something better, something deeper, something that matches the vibration of who you are becoming. Take a deep breath. Imagine a door you wanted so badly to walk through. See it closing now softly, and now see a new door behind you slowly opening, one you didn't even know was there. And feel the energy shift. Life is not ending. Life is rerouting me. And gently affirm, I release what I thought I needed. I welcome what truly serves me. I walk forward in trust. You're doing just fine. You are loved. You are supported. Even when things don't go your way, especially, then you are deeply, lovingly, divinely guided. And now we come to something sacred, acceptance. There's a deep difference between giving up and letting go. Giving up comes from hopelessness. Letting go comes from wisdom. When we let go of what we cannot control, we reclaim our power to choose how we respond. And in that response lies our healing. I know it's tempting to resist, to fight what's happening, to hold on, to replay conversations, to rehearse pain. But darling, resistance doesn't remove the pain, it prolongs it. Resistance is like holding your breath. Acceptance is the exhale. This is what is. Now, what's the most loving thing I can do for myself? Not how do I fix it, not how do I go back, not how do I make them see, but what is the most loving thing I can do right now for me? And often the answer is breathe, rest, stop blaming yourself, stop replaying the past, start listening to what life is asking of you next. When you move from resistance to acceptance, something magical happens. You begin to hear the wisdom beneath the noise. You begin to see that healing is not in controlling everything. It's in responding with grace, with calm, with self-love. Acceptance isn't a weakness. It's an opening. It says, okay, this happened. Now I choose peace. It says, this door closed. I will not fight it. I will look for the one that's opening. It says, I may not like this moment, but I don't have to suffer twice. So here's a gentle practice for today. Whatever is hurting you right now, whatever is confusing or unexpected pause, place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, close your eyes, and softly say, I accept this moment. I don't have to understand it all to be okay. I choose peace over resistance. Repeat with me again. I accept what is. I choose peace. I trust life. You are not alone. Life is with you. Even in the middle of the mess, even in the pause, even in the ache, Life is still loving you, guiding you, and preparing you. All is well in your world. And you are healing not because everything is perfect, but because you are learning to flow with what is. Let it be enough for now. Let's take a moment to truly understand something most people overlook. Every hardship is a divine preparation. Life isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. When the road gets difficult, when doors close, when confusion surrounds you, it is not because you are unworthy or forgotten. It is because your soul is being strengthened. You cannot carry the weight of a great blessing with weak inner muscles. Life, in its loving wisdom, will allow you to face things not to destroy you, but to develop you. The pressure you feel right now may feel unfair, overwhelming, even cruel. But step back for a moment, take a breath with me now, and remember, growth often hides in the disguise of discomfort. What you are enduring today, whether it's rejection, delay, heartbreak, or uncertainty, is shaping you into someone more resilient, more awake, more grounded. You are being carved into the version of yourself that can actually hold the future you asked for. You don't put a delicate teacup in a hurricane, and the universe won't place an unready soul into a position that requires fierce clarity, love, and strength. So instead of asking, "Why me?" try whispering, "Train me." Because the truth is, life isn't slowing you down. It's preparing you for a future so powerful that the old version of you would never have been able to hold it. And perhaps no one told you this before, but pain can be one of your greatest teachers. The loneliness you feel is teaching you to enjoy your own company. The betrayal you survived is training you to discern truth. The long wait you're enduring is strengthening your trust in divine timing. The things you are not receiving yet are not punishments. They are delayed gifts, still being wrapped with layers of spiritual readiness. One of the most healing things I ever learned was this: life is on your side, even when it doesn't feel like it, especially when it doesn't feel like it. So if you are facing hardship today, instead of shrinking into the pain, I invite you to expand your capacity to see the deeper meaning. Say to yourself, "I am not being blocked, I am being built." Say it with me. I am not being blocked, I am being built. I am not being blocked, I am being built. Let that truth settle into your heart, because the next time your plans fall through, or someone lets you down, or the path becomes uncertain, you will remember this is not the end. This is the strengthening before the shift. You are being equipped, not delayed. You are not falling behind. You are being prepared to rise beyond anything you've ever known. And let's speak about something equally powerful and often misunderstood: the law of loss and return. At first, loss can feel like the universe is taking something from you. But look again. Sometimes what you lost was never yours to keep. Sometimes what you lost was too small for where you're going. And sometimes what left your life was actually protecting you from greater pain ahead. Loss isn't always punishment. It can be divine clearing. Life knows how to prune. Just as a gardener cuts away dead branches to let new life bloom, the universe knows what to remove in order to make room for something better. And that process can feel brutal when you're still attached. You may be holding on to something or someone that no longer supports your growth. It's okay to grieve, but also remember, the absence of something is not the absence of love. It may be love itself that orchestrated the departure. You see, when something leaves your life, it is making space for something greater. But if you keep grasping onto the past, if you keep replaying old stories, if you refuse to let go of what has already served its purpose, you block the new from finding you. You cannot receive with clenched fists. Open your hands, breathe deeply with me now, and say it gently, I let go, I let go, I let go. What if the thing you thought you needed was never the final blessing? What if the breakup, the job loss, the unanswered prayer was just the turning of a page, not the end of the book? There is always more coming, but it cannot enter until the door is opened. When something leaves your life, it's making room for something better. And I want you to live that truth, not just hear it, not just hope for it, but embody it. Carry it with you into the quiet moments when you're tempted to doubt. Remind yourself, nothing real can be taken from me. What is mine by divine right flows to me easily and naturally, and what is no longer mine, I release with peace. So here is the invitation, my dear. Can you begin to see your losses as realignments? Can you bless what left, even if you didn't understand it at the time? Can you thank the universe for its protection, even when it came dressed as disappointment? That's the shift. That's the moment your power returns. That's when grief becomes grace. That's when surrender becomes strength. You are not empty. You are being made spacious. You are not broken. You are being reshaped. You are not unlucky. You are being redirected. And the deeper you trust this, the faster peace returns to you. That is your quiet victory. That is your sacred knowing, and that is the beginning of the miracle. If you're still here, it means your soul is open and ready to see beyond the surface. Because what we often think is the whole picture is really just one piece of a much larger tapestry. Let's begin right there with the gentle truth that what you're experiencing right now is not the full story. There is a bigger picture, and you are in it. You may be looking at a single puzzle piece and thinking, this doesn't make sense, or this part is painful, or this color doesn't match what I had hoped for. But life is not a puzzle with only one piece. Life is the entire mosaic. And so often, when we feel the most lost or confused, it's because we're too close to the canvas to see what's actually being painted. So I want you to imagine now, gently stepping back. Inhale and take just one step back in awareness. What if this strange turn of events, this delay, this unexpected outcome wasn't an accident? What if it was a brushstroke in a greater masterpiece that's still unfolding? Life often rearranges itself for your highest good, but that rearrangement can feel like chaos when you don't see the full pattern. A closed door may be the first movement in a symphony of divine protection. A breakup might be the sacred exit that makes space for self-respect to grow. A rejection might be a redirection into your real power. When you can't see the meaning, trust the artist. When you feel like a side character, Remember, the author is still writing, and when the chapter hurts, it doesn't mean the book is broken. I trust that there is a bigger picture. I may not see it yet, but I believe it is beautiful. Say that with me. I trust the bigger picture. I trust the invisible pattern. I trust the divine timeline. Even if you feel lost, the thread is still in your hand. Even if you feel behind, you are right on time in your soul's curriculum. Every seeming delay is still a page in the purpose. Even this moment, yes, this very one, is not random. It is a sacred pause, a bridge, a turning point. Don't rush it, don't judge it, just breathe. And trust the art of becoming. Trust the unseen order that is always there beneath the confusion. Even when life doesn't explain itself, you can still choose to believe in its wisdom. You are allowed to say, I don't get it, but I still trust it. You are allowed to live the question without rushing the answer. And you are always allowed to believe in a bigger picture even before it's revealed. What if today's mess is tomorrow's message? What if the very thing you wish didn't happen ends up being your strength? What if you knew that nothing is wasted, that no experience is meaningless when love is present? Hold that and trust again. And now, let's gently shift. Let's go deeper into your inner dialogue, because the way you speak to life changes the way life speaks back. So I want to ask you something. When something doesn't go your way, what's the first question you ask? For many of us, it's an old survival pattern. Why is this happening to me? Or what did I do wrong? That's a fear-based question. It's not your fault we were taught to think that way. But what if I told you the question you ask determines the power you access? And a disempowered question will always lead you to a powerless answer. So let's begin to shift your inner inquiry. Let's reframe the moment. Let's choose new questions that unlock new energy. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? What if you asked, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of, why is this door closed? Ask, what is being protected in me right now? Instead of saying, I'm stuck, say, where is life trying to move me next? You see, when the question changes, the energy changes. The moment opens, the soul breathes, and power returns. Say this with me. I am willing to ask a better question. I am ready to access a better answer. Because sometimes life doesn't change until your question does. We don't grow by clinging to the old narrative. We grow by stepping into a new inquiry, one that aligns with truth, not trauma. You are not a victim of your life. You are a co-creator, and questions are part of your creative power. You can question the old fear, or you can question the new faith. You can ask, what's wrong with me? Or you can ask, what truth is rising in me? It's up to you. But please hear this, my dear. The universe responds to the vibration of your question. Ask as a creator, not a casualty. Ask as one who knows they are held, even when they feel dropped. Ask as one who dares to believe that this moment is not happening to punish them, but to prepare them. What is life asking me to become? How is this shaping me into someone wiser, softer, stronger? Where is the invitation in this situation? These are healing questions. These are miracle opening questions. These are questions that turn breakdowns into breakthroughs. You see, when your question carries faith instead of fear, your energy shifts, your choices expand, your perception opens, and life rushes in to meet you there, not because you forced it, but because you finally aligned with it. So tonight, or today, or whenever you're hearing this, I invite you to ask differently. Ask like someone who trusts the unfolding. Ask like someone who believes in their own becoming. Ask like someone who knows that even this, yes, even this has meaning. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. But remember, the finding depends on the asking. So ask with love, ask with trust, and ask with the quiet knowing that you are never asking alone. Say it with me now. I choose questions that expand me. I choose questions that heal. I choose questions that align me with my highest truth. And so it is. Shall we breathe that in together now? Inhale and let go. You are shifting something deep within your inner world right now. The next version of you is already listening. Stay with that feeling. There is no rush, just presence. This is the transformation. It begins with awareness and continues with the quality of your questions. Let them be kind. Let them be loving. Let them be curious. And above all, let them be open to grace. I remember a woman who came to me, tears in her eyes, saying, "Louise, I thought by now I would have it all figured out." She had just lost a job she loved. Her plans for marriage had fallen through, and her health was beginning to reflect the weight of stress she was carrying. She looked at me as if waiting for me to hand her a detailed map, something that would make sense of all the puzzle pieces of her life falling out of place. But all I did was gently hold her hand and whisper, "You don't need to have it all figured out. You only need to stay present and keep trusting." I could see the resistance in her face. We've all been there. We want logic, closure, guarantees. We want the road to unfold neatly, with signs and clear directions. But life doesn't work like that. Not when we're growing, not when we're evolving. In fact, the greatest transformations happen in the moments that make the least sense. Those are the divine thresholds, the doorways between who you used to be and who you're becoming. And most of us, when life doesn't go according to our plan, panic. We grasp. We fight the current. We ask, "What's wrong with me?" instead of, "What's trying to be born through me?" But there's another way, and I want to remind you of it now. When something unexpected happens, when the rug is pulled out from under you, when the relationship ends, when the news breaks your heart, I want you to stop. Just pause. Let your shoulders relax. Take one slow, deep breath and silently say to yourself, "I am safe. I am being guided." That simple shift from panic to presence will change your life, because what you say in the gap between event and reaction becomes the soil in which your next experience grows. If you plant fear, fear will grow. But if you plant trust, trust will bloom. So please remember, you don't have to understand everything to be okay. peace does not come from perfect clarity. It comes from spiritual confidence. It comes from knowing in your heart that even the confusion is not random. Even the silence is purposeful. Even the waiting has divine intelligence. Trust is not about certainty. Trust is about willingness. It's a quiet willingness to allow the meaning to unfold in time, not on demand. So the next time life doesn't go the way you hoped, don't rush to label it as bad. Don't rush to fix, force, or control. Instead, breathe. Place your hand on your heart and say, "Peace is here. I am not alone. Life is still on my side." This is how you build spiritual maturity. This is how you access your deeper power. And this is how you heal, not by bypassing emotion, but by holding yourself tenderly while walking through the unknown. Remember, life will surprise you. Let it. And trust that even the detours are taking you exactly where you're meant to be. Now, my dear, let's gently shift into a space of affirmation where we anchor the new belief not just in the mind, but in the body and spirit. Affirmations are not about forcing positivity. They are about creating new grooves in your subconscious grooves that align with truth, trust, and divine support. When you speak them slowly and lovingly, they begin to soften the old patterns. So let's affirm together now. You can repeat after me, or simply listen and allow your energy to receive the vibration. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Yes, even this, even what I don't understand, even what doesn't feel good right now. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Feel that settle in your nervous system. Now breathe. I trust the timing of my life. Say it again. I trust the timing of my life, not just when things are going my way, but especially when they're not. I trust that delays are direction. I trust that pauses are preparation. I trust that detours are divine. I trust the timing of my life. I trust the timing of my life. I trust the timing of my life. And now place your hand on your heart. Feel it beat. You are alive. You are supported. You are safe. I am safe. Even when I don't understand. Say it softly. I am safe. Even when I don't understand. Even when clarity hasn't come. Even when the path is dark. Even when nothing makes sense. I am safe. I am held. I am loved. I am safe. Even when I don't understand. I am safe. Even when I don't understand. Now inhale again and gently smile. Yes, you can smile even now, because somewhere deep inside you, the soul remembers. The soul always remembers that life has not forgotten you, that the unfolding is perfect, that the guidance is constant. So say with me, life is guiding me step by step. Life is guiding me step by step. Life is guiding me step by step. Even when I can't see the whole path, I am being guided to my next right step. Even when I feel lost, life is still leading me home. Even when I question everything, I trust that I am still in alignment. I don't have to see the full picture. I only need to follow the light I've been given and trust that the rest will appear when I'm ready. Life is guiding me step by step. Life is guiding me step by step. Life is guiding me step by step. And now the last one, my dear, the one that anchors it all. Say it with me. What is meant for me will not miss me. Say it again. What is meant for me will not miss me. One more time, like a gentle truth being etched into your soul. What is meant for me will not miss me. I don't have to chase. I don't have to beg. I don't have to manipulate. I simply have to align and allow. What is mine is making its way to me. What is aligned will stay. What is true will rise. What is meant